Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Talladega Super Speedway for round 20 of the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. We are here at the traditional track for round 20 Talladega. Starting on the pole in the number 51 is Dion Petty, unsponsored for this race, and alongside is Connor Breton in the 20 car. Starting third, Zach Buchanan. Alongside him is Kurt Kozlowski in fourth. Rounding out your top five, Sean Henley. Outside row three is Brendan Aumann. Seventh, Stephen Dillon. Eighth, Garrett Jones. Ninth, Cole Freilich. And rounding out your top 10, Danny Wells. So now let's take a look at the rest of your starting lineup and then go green flag racing here at Talladega. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, and 42nd. Alex Filter will start last in the 21. So here we go, let's get these cars rolling off. And one driver that we have to watch out for here is Eric Burton in the number 9. He is set on probation after Atlanta last week. And as we head back up to the front of the field, where we have Dion Petty on the pole. Now he's come close to winning a Bass Pro Shops Cup Series race many times. Closest he's ever gotten was Trenton last season when he was leading the race with I believe it was about 4 to go, and he got wrecked, which handed lead over to Jacob Lawler, and he almost got wrecked too. Here we go, coming into the tri-oval. Dion Petty, Connor Breton, Zach Buchanan, Kurt Kozlowski, the front two rows. The final 5 races is about to get underway with Dion Petty leading him to the green flag here at Talladega Super Speedway, coming through the tri-oval. And the green flag is out and we're underway at Talladega. Down into turn 1 for the first time, fanning out 3 wide further back. Championship hopes could go down the drain after this race, but they could rocket sky high as Dion Petty shoots out to a big lead over Zach Buchanan. Down the back straightaway they go. Stephen Dillon goes to the bottom of the track. He's trying to get his fifth win of the season in that number 33 car. Into turn 3, Zach Buchanan all by himself in second, followed by Stephen Dillon, who is now third all by himself. So the first 3 cars are all single file on the inside. Cole Freilich was trying to get clear of Sean Henley, and I believe he's going to do it. But here comes Buchanan. Zach Buchanan at the bottom of the track. Looks like he's going to lead the first lap here at Talladega, and he's going to do it. Buchanan leads the first lap. And championship drivers, let's check in on them. One of them, Jacob Lawler in the 34. Last time by, crossed the line in the 26th position. One of his teammates, CJ Sorensen, he's 33rd. Another one of their teammates, I think Phil Jones is still in contention for this championship. Carter Kozlowski, he is deep in the field. Last time by was scored 32nd, but he looks much further back than that now. But the outside line is getting some momentum right now. So those are your main championship contenders. And obviously Stephen Dillon is one of these championship contenders, and he is up near the front of the field. Here comes, I believe that might just be Phil Jones, and it is. Here comes Phil Jones to the inside of the track. Barely is going to take the lead away here from Zach Buchanan. And Dion Petty is getting shuffled in the 51 as he's going to fall back. Last time by was scored 10th, but I can see 10 cars that are ahead of him now, so obviously that 51 is starting to lose some momentum on that outside line. Look at Jacob Lawler in the 34. One of our championship drivers, or one of our championship contenders, on the inside of the track, and that's the line that is on the move. His teammate, Sean Galligan, is into the 2nd spot, pushing Phil Jones. Turner Motorsports have done very well this season, and they are right now 1-2 with Phil Jones leading Sean Galligan. But here comes the 38 of Galligan to the inside. Sean Galligan looks like he might just lead this lap. It's going to be close. I think he might have just barely edged him out. And he did. So Galligan's going to lead that lap. And that was his fastest lap. But remember, at Talladega, it's not necessarily the fastest car that's going to go to victory lane. It's the driver that can keep him or herself out of trouble. Courtney Simpson getting shoved up to the high side of the track by Zach Buchanan and Kurt Kozlowski as they're making contact. Down into turn 3, this could get bad. They're able to hold on to it, but Simpson on the outside doesn't have much drafting help, and she's going to fall from 8th to maybe even outside the top 20 in just one lap. For the first time today, are we going to see a driver lead back-to-back laps? Not if Mitch Speed has a say in it. Here he comes. The king of this track, Mitch Speed's going to go to the inside. He's going to take the lead 5th to 1st in one lap. We're on to lap 5 of 19 now. This is where it's going to start to heat up a bit. Here comes Hunter Stone to the inside. But you got to remember, Mitch Speed's got 2 wins here, and he's always gone on these super speedways. Coca-Cola Super Speedway, he won there before. He always performs very well at Daytona. Whenever you go to the restrictor plates, you got to watch out for that 87, because he's going to be in the mix of it at the end of the race. I am surprised we have not had any cautions yet. We have reached lap 5 without any cautions. Can we stay like this for the rest of the race? It would not be something we'd be expecting here at Talladega, but it could happen as Greg Jones is going to take the lead away from Sean Galligan and Mitch Speed. Joseph Bryant is there. Kurt Kozlowski is going to come across the line in 2nd after being 11th just one lap ago. As we head down into turn number 1. An aerial shot. Look at this pack right here. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 all the way through. The only area where you're going to find some very, not even tame racing, up front, side by side battling for the lead for a lot of this race, including Kurt Kozlowski and Greg Jones going at it right now. Looks like Kurt Kozlowski is going to take the spot on the inside with Seth Cole following through. Freilich now gets shoved up to the high side of the track. Hunter Stone was a little out of line coming out of turn 4. And look at Chris Summers. He's in the middle. That's 4 wide. And this is where we could see that big one. These guys are starting to pinch each other. Look out as we head into turn 1. 4 wide still. Look at Carter Kozlowski. We checked in on him just a few laps ago, and he was running about 40th, and now he's going to take the 4th spot from Kurt Kozlowski. Seth Cole leads, but now look at that, Alex Filter. Filter started last, yet he's going for the lead 7 laps into this race. Sean Galligan is getting pinched. Oh, that was near trouble as we came into turn 3. Kyle Smith getting shuffled on the outside of the track. These drivers are not giving each other much room anymore. This is where we're probably going to see the big one. And as we're still 4 wide through the tri-oval, Kyle Smith falling back on the outside. He's a lot slower than these other cars, and that's probably what's going to cause everybody to start piling in. Something might be wrong with that number 4. Garrett Jones now goes to the middle. Uh-oh, we're starting to get 4 wide, multiple rows deep. Out of 2 could be dangerous. Look at this aerial shot. There's no way we're going to stay like this much longer. 3 rows of 4 wide racing coming into turn 3. Oh, Dion Petty, Mitch Speed get turned down into turn 3. Dion Petty on his side. We saw that coming. Petty's able to save it. Oh, Jacob Lawler, a championship contender. Mitch Speed, the king of this track, is in it. Alex Filter started last, and he takes the lead on lap 7 as we're coming to lap 9. Filter, Kozlowski, Corey Williams, the front 3. Let's take a look at what happened to bring out the first caution of the day. Uh-oh, Zach Buchanan, look out. Gotta go back there quick. Uh-oh, oh, Garrett Jones off into the grass, and he spins. Zach Buchanan, Garrett Jones. Oh, look out. Oh, John Dillon hits Garrett Jones hard. Zach Buchanan. Oh, Phil Jones, Connor Breton, Courtney Simpson almost on her lid. We got to see that. Unbelievable racing here. Now, I don't know if... Oh, Freilich. I don't know if that was Freilic's fault. Now, I don't know if this was Freilic's fault or not, but he pinched Buchanan and Garrett Jones down the track pretty badly. And from there, it's just Buchanan and Garrett Jones trying to save their cars from hitting the wall because they know they're going to go for a spin. And unfortunately, they slide up the track, and they both do an outstanding job of keeping it off the wall. But then as they slide back down into traffic, more specifically, Garrett Jones gets hit hard. Oh, John Dillon. Then Phil Jones runs into the back of Connor Breton. And then Simpson, plows into Breton. Unbelievable. Under caution, we have trouble. But let's take a look at what happened to bring out the first caution of the day. Alright, taking a look at what happened to bring out the first caution of the day. Oh, Dylan Young got into Mitch Speed, turned him down into Dion Petty. They both spin up the track. Look at Jacob Lawler. All four of those drivers got at least some air, and Simpson got into that too. I think Phil Jones got a piece of it too. But then we already showed the replay of that under caution crash, so that's all we really have to show you on this crash, so let's go back to the green. Alright, we are back going to take the green flag this time. Alex Filter, followed by Carter Kozlowski, Corey Williams, Brandon Bain, and Julian Ortiz is their top five. Then Jack Richards, DJ Sorensen, Danny Wells, Eric Burton, and Kurt Kozlowski. And, John Worry, another championship contender on the apron. That is trouble. As John Worry, making a run for the championship, got wrecked at Atlanta last week, and now he has run into more trouble today, and Carter Kozlowski sitting second. That could definitely help him out in the championship if he doesn't have anything go wrong in these last 7 laps here. Coming down to take the restart on lap 13 of 19, Filter leads him back down, green flag waves. Kozlowski with a great jump on the restart, goes to the outside. Can Kozlowski clear him into turn 1? Corey Williams is going to go outside and help him out. Look at Jack Richards. He's got help from DJ Sorensen. Richards, who had disappointment in the Holiday Inn Cup Series after coming so close to winning the championship. Going to try to win a championship in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series, but he's not necessarily in contention. But he could put himself in contention if he wins here today at Talladega. Kozlowski made that bold move on the restart to the outside of the track, but that was a mistake because Alex Filter right now driving away with it, and Kozlowski sitting on the high side with no drafting help. And I think I saw some carnage further back. I see Matthew McMurray on the apron. Something's wrong with Matthew McMurray and John Worry. We already pointed out Worry's troubles. As we head down into turn 1, this racing back here could get dangerous. If we stay 3 wide like this, we saw it earlier today, and we didn't have any carnage until they went 4 wide, many rows deep. So it can work at this track. They just got to make sure they're careful when they do it. As we head down into turn 3, DJ Sorensen has a lot of help from, what do you know, Eric Burton. Eric Burton, who won last week at Atlanta after taking out the 3 leaders late in the going and damaging the 4th leader. Yeah, Kozlowski has faded back deep in the pack. This entire lead pack is 2 by 2 by 2. But now the 3 wide battle for the lead is heating up as Eric Burton going for his 2nd straight win. He's got to be careful though, because if he wrecks anybody, he's going to be suspended from that ride for probably 1 or 2 races. We saw it with Jake Baskinger back in season 3. And here we go, coming out to turn number 2. Eric Burton, followed by John Acosta and Seth Cole, are all clear of the pack behind. Those are the front 3 drivers. Here comes Acosta and Seth Cole. But the racing further back is starting to heat up. Right back here, they're pinching each other in, getting into turn 3, trying to break the draft. Trying to break themselves from their drafting partner. You don't see nose to tail 2-car tandems, but you're seeing some close drafting here. And Hunter Stowe now gets moved out of the way by Brett Pavel. At Talladega, you don't really move people out of the way, you just kind of force them up. You don't necessarily put the bumper to him, because if you do, you're probably going to send him into that outside wall, or inside wall, depending on where you are. But Seth Cole now goes to the inside, and he's going to take the lead on the back straightaway. Evan Earnhardt and Brian LaFleur Jr. are going to be pushing each other on the inside. Starting to get single file further back. I'd say the best drivers, the drivers with the best opportunity, are probably sitting in the top 10 right now, maybe even the top 5. Anything can happen at Talladega, but late in the going, the strongest cars come to the front of the field, and they're going to settle it amongst themselves. Look at Julie Stewart. She won at Hogzilla earlier this year, and she's proving to be a very good restrictor plate racer. Look at Brett Pavel, one of the new drivers that's just joining the series. Oh, Eric Burton, John Acosta. You don't want to do that for Eric Burton there, because he is on probation. 4 wide, a few rows deep again. That's what caused the first wreck. If we see it again, it'd end the race. These two, John Acosta and Danny Wells, are leaning on each other. Look at Brett Pavel on the inside. Uh-oh, Kurt Keselowski, Hunter Stone. They almost made contact. As Brett Pavel, one of the rookie drivers, is out front, followed by, looks like it is now, Brandon Bain, then Greg Jones, Gino Harvey. Oh, trouble! Hunter Stone gets turned. This is the race back to the line for the win, and it looks like it's going to be all Brett Pavel coming to the checkered. And indeed, Brett Pavel's going to win it at Talladega. It's 2 to go, but the caution has come out. It's going to put us under yellow flag conditions, and we're going to end this race under caution. And we saw it. Let's take a replay. When you see racing like this, you assume that there's going to be some trouble. And, okay, Eric Burton was not part of this. And, Julian Ortiz just pinched Hunter Stone up the track. DJ Sorensen, Kurt Keselowski, Brian LaFleur Jr. Oh, Seth Cole. Heartbreaker for him as he was running near the front of the field. And if this race would have ended just a lap ago, it would have been Julie Stewart's race. But it ended up being a rookie going to victory lane at Talladega, and that is Brett Pavel. So let's get this thing to the checkered flag here. Alright, coming out of turn number 4, getting set to take the checkered flag here at Talladega. Winning the race will be Brett Pavel, then Brandon Bain, Greg Jones, Gino Harvey, Sean Gallagher in the top 5, and then Andrew Schwartz, Carter Keselowski, Timmy Pacioli, Julie Stewart, and Eric Burton. By the way, congratulations to Timmy Pacioli on the Holiday Inn Cup Series Championship. Great job to that 22. As we come down to take the checkered here today, Christian Janes moved out of the 66 after Hartlepool. Brett Pavel caught Rusty Wallace's eye. He's driving the 66 and is going to go to victory lane at one of the toughest tracks in the series. Congratulations to Brett Pavel, his first career win, and I'm sure it will not be his only one. Let's take a look at your finishing results. It does say Christian Janes, but I keep forgetting to change the name. Oh well. So Brett Pavel wins the race, followed by Brandon Bain, Greg Jones, Gino Harvey, Sean Gallagher, Andrew Schwartz, Carter Keselowski, and Timmy Pacioli, Julie Stewart, and Eric Burton, the top 10. And Stephen Dillon, Evan Earnhardt, Danny Wells, Kyle Smith, Chris Summers, the top 15. Jack Richards, Sean Henley, John Acosta, Alex Filter, and Julian Ortiz, rounding out the top 20. So there's first through 28th, and unlike last week, I'm not going to almost forget to scroll through. Oh, what a heartbreaker for Dion Petty. Started on the pole, he's going to finish last. Mitch Speed, another very talented driver at this track. He ends up 41st. That's not the finish that he wanted. Matthew McMurray, reason why he was on the apron, he had a tire issue after, I don't know if there was some contact back there or not, because we saw some jumbling around back there, and we saw Matthew McMurray head to the apron. I'm not sure if he got turned down there or what, but he might have got a tire cut down as he was racing with those other guys. Greg Jones, Zach Buchanan, they got